And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals going up against Chinese Taipei. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And our pitcher tonight, number 18.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Ready to go. And now up for Washington, C.J. Abrams. And that is downstairs. And we are underway. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Struck him out looking. Next to hit for the Nats, Jacob Young. Swings and misses. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
1 out. Bases empty. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Got it. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And the Nationals gone in order. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Miami. And today's starter, Jake Irvin. What do we have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Take a look at the lineup. In the sixth spot for them in this one, Ward Nathan.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Not close with that one. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And now the count is even. Rip to third. Fires across the diamond. And two quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Ed Lynn. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that's way high. And that's ball one.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power.
There's a swing and a drive. That one is gone. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So up next, How You Lee. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That to right. Cruz under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the first baseman, Josh Bell. That one ripped but foul. Bell, a tall first baseman, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was a second-round pick back in 2011. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And stepping in is the speedy Dalen Lyle. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one hit to first. Nathan steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
The second baseman, Luis Garcia.
And now it's Luis Garcia. And there's a ball.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one's back there. Gone. His second of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Fouled off left side. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That one misses in the dirt.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch misses. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here is Brady House. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul straight back. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Kitty Lowell. Gets the outside corner with that one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Batting 6, the first baseman,
Ward Nathan now at the plate.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That's towards center. Young brings it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Stuart Fairchild. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? If you got some pop, swing for the fences. And
that one wrapped foul. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Swings through that one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And there's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Back to the top of the lineup for C.J. Abrams now. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. It's 0-1. Tied up here in the early going. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
On the ground, Lee. On to first. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Irvin back to work. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Cruz makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the catcher, Pat Funk. Laced into left. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Wee. Swinging a foul straight back. Funk leads off first with one away. In the dirt. To second, and he's out.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Yu Chang digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. That one the other way. Nice grab. With 3 complete, we're tied at 1 apiece. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Nats just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Josh Bell at the plate now. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Just missed.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just off the inside edge.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Go ahead run on base. Lyle getting ready to hit. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Luis Garcia will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Inside.
Ball, no.
And that is ball 1. That one missed. Smash to the left side. They take the force out, and that is that. Nationals leave 1. Still tied 1-1. And we're back. And now here is Ed Lynn.
The right fielder, Ed Lynn.
That one fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the DH, Kitty Lowell. He's 0 for 1. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And there's a strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And foul ball. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. That is the inning. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And they grab the lead. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Brady House digging in for the Nationals.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The other way, hauls it in for the out. And here is Dylan Cruz.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So the batting order turns over. Up now for Washington, C.J. Abrams. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Here's a 1-1. Just missed. 1 out and a runner at second. That one fouled off. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in for a strike. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck left field. Going back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a foul out of play. This one in the air. Abrams squeezes it, and there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder, Stewart Fairchild.
And now the center fielder, Stuart Fairchild. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Fouled off down the right side. One down, base is empty. Swings over the top of that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And delivers
1-2.
outside. Gets a piece and stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Chang stands in now and watches strike one. Garcia tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started, and here's the DH for Washington, James Wood. And that one hammered Wheat on the move towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Gets under it and pops it up. Norby. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
The first baseman, number 19, Josh.
Here's Josh Bell. He is struck out, and he is walked.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-0. And another ball.
3 balls, no strikes.
And there's the automatic. To third. Fair ball.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Man at first, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Dalen Lyle. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Nats lead it 2-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, John Schaube with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Pat Funk. Irvin back to work. That one is absolutely belted. Makes the catch up against the wall. So digging in, Wheat, 1 for 2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Young sizes this one up. Makes the grab for the second out.
The third baseman, number 99.
Here's the third baseman, Yu Chang. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That misses the zone, and 1-1.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. New pitcher on now, Waylon Lynn.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That's a little bit low.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
stays alive. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Too low.
And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground to the left. And that one handled. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Brady.
Now a chance for Brady House. On its way to the corner, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. High fly ball out to left field. Wheat on his way over. Reaching for it and brings it in. So 1 left for Washington. They lead it 2-1. Now it's the right fielder, Ed Lynn. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Cole Henry.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close.
Runner on the go. In the dirt, blocked. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Sliced hard but foul. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Nice job behind the plate there.
designated hitter, number 4.
At the plate, Kitty Lowell. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. He was late there, strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Thompson getting loose as well. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's in there at the knees.
0-2.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
So 2 down now, and here is Ward Nathan. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Hitting the air out to center field. He's got it, and that will end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're at the top of the 8th. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Foul ball there. Lynn, a 6'2 southpaw. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Going to count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Now, Jacob Young. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And there's the strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Outside low, and that's ball 1. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nationals leave 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose A. Ferrer.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Fairchild swings through it like one.
That was straight queso right there.
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And now Choo-Choo Chang. And fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Broken bat, and it's popped up. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Chang, the runner at second with one away. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. To the plate, safe. And we are tied.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Back to the top of the order now. Wheat, the next to hit. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
Late swing, foul to the left.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Yu Chang now at the plate, known for his late inning heroics. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. They get the force. That's the third out. Inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the left fielder, Dalen Lyle. Lynn back to work.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. He's already homered in this game.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no
all
strike.
tied up here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Up the middle. Fires over to first. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. We are tied 2-2. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Mason Thompson. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. And now the right fielder, Ed Lynn. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with 1 swing. House. Tosses to first. Out. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, second baseman,
How you lead. Getting ready to hit.
Well, 1 swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
And ball 1. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Clayton Beeter looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Number 31, a hard-throwing right-hander up as well. This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
In the air, left field, down the line. That gets down for a hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting him that at bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So now here's the DH, Kitty Lowell. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. One down, winning run on at first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Nathan swings through it for strike 1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Trying to send this to extra innings. This one popped up. Abrams sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to extra innings. Now the third baseman, Brady House. In for a strike, 0-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. So now a pinch hitter, Juan Yepez. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. First offering, and it just misses.
No strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
That one at triple digits.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Man at second. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That's down and in. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Fairchild in and to his right, brings it in. 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder. 2 outs. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. More and more guys are looking to slog regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Wheat brings it in, and that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back on to the bottom of the 10th. Here's the center fielder, Stuart Fairchild. Yeah, that's fouled off. Squirts away a little bit, and the runner holds. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Move to second. Nathan dives back in safely. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Making a move at second base. Entering as the pinch runner, Drew Lynn. He's the potential winning run, so they're hoping he can score in a base hit. Outside with a breaking ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. So up next, Choo-Choo Chang, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Base hit around third. Here comes the throw. Across is the winning run, and they walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
A 3-2 final score in this one. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.